Here's a quick review of finding all of the stuff on our graph, analyzing a quadratic graph, and then we'll do it on the calculators. So here, our vertex is down here at 1, -18. Our 0 is at -2, 0, and 4, 0. Our y-intercept is -16, 0. So our domain is -infinity to infinity all the time until we get to real-world applications. The range is from -18 all the way up to infinity, including -18, so it's a square bracket. It is a minimum. Axis of symmetry is x equals 1. That's the x-coordinate of the vertex. The increasing interval is from -18 to positive infinity, and the decreasing is from -infinity down to -18, where it switches. Alright, so now we're looking at this one. We have a vertex at -2, 4, 0's at -4, 0, and 0, 0. And our y-intercept is 0, 0 as well. The domain is -infinity to infinity. The range is -infinity to 4 because it goes up to 4. It is a maximum, which is why we have -infinity to 4 instead of 4 to -infinity. Axis of symmetry is x equals -2, our x-coordinate of our vertex, increasing interval from -infinity to 4, and then decreasing after that from 4 to infinity. So if we want to see how we can do these on the calculator, it's much easier. I will show you on the Inspire and the TI-84 Plus, or the 83, same thing. So let's use the 84 first. So you hit y equals, so you can type in your equation. So we'll put in that first one, 2 times x minus 4, 2, you have to hit the x button there, minus 4, and then x plus 2. And we hit the graph button. Now we can't see what we need to do, so we need to change the window. We don't see low enough, so we have to change our window on the y-axis on the negative side and make it go down a little bit lower. So we'll just change that to -20. And we have everything we need. So what we want to do is do second trace, which is actually second calc, where everything is. So zeros. So what we have to do is kind of say, hey, where's the farthest left that will encapsulate this 0? So here's to the left of one of the zeros, this 0 here. Hit enter. Right bound, go to the right of the 0. And then take a guess, but it doesn't really matter, just make sure it's in between those two. And we got -2, 0. Now we can do the same thing for the other 0 here. So to the left of it, to the right of it, and then about where it is, 4, 0. Then to find our vertex, it is a maximum. Oh, no, it's not. It is a minimum. So we do number 3. And again, just like before, we have to kind of click on the left side of where it is, click on the right side of where it is, and then a guess. And apparently it's rounding a little bit. The x should be 1. I'm not sure why it's not exact, and y equals -18. So sometimes it won't be exact. We got to make sure that we double check some things. To find our y-intercept, probably the best way to do this, second calc, and go to value, and then plug in 0 for x, because that's what you're doing, and 0, -16. So that's how we find all our stuff on the 84. For the Inspire, so you have to go to a graphs page. You type in your equation, We'll do the second equation. You do the little caret t, this thing, to get our exponent, so 2, and then plus 4. Up, we can see everything we need to. Well, I don't need the grid because we're not counting. Go to Menu and Analyze Graph. And it's a lot like the 84. So zeros, you go to the left of it, to the right of it, you don't have to take a guess, and there it is, -4, 0. And if you want to move where the coordinates are, because they're in the way, just click on them and drag them around. So Menu, Analyze Graph, 0. Let's find our other 0. So 0, 0. Then this is a maximum. So back to Analyze Graph and maximum. Click to the left, to the right, and we have it. If we want our y-intercept, really the best way to do that is to do intersection. Click on the parabola, and it's where it intersects the y-axis. It doesn't look like we can do that. So what we'd have to do is the best way to do this, table, split screen, and then you can just look to see where x equals 0. X equals 0 at y equals 0, and that's our y-intercept. A couple other different ways to do that, but that's the easiest way. That's how you graph using our technology, finding all our different things.